What's up, everyone? So today's video is going to be about Beyonce. So before I get into the video, I just want to give a shout out to Divine Sade because she made a video about this 3 months ago. Make sure you guys go watch her video about this. She showed a lot of connections, so the link to this video is going to be in the description below. But anyways, let's get into the video. So as you guys can see, Beyonce's immortal character is Lana Turner. So Lana Turner is an actress from 1921. You know, she was born in 1921. So 100 years later, she is still around, and they recycled her character and they created Beyonce. Because as you guys can see, she looks extremely similar to Lana Turner. And for all the people that love to say, oh, what if they're just related or whatever, it's deeper than that. Because how do you explain that this white woman from 1921 is related to Beyonce in 2020? So there's no way that they can be related. What's really going on here is they're recycling these characters. So Lana Turner was around when celebrities first came out. So this is a clear case of an immortal character. And I'm not saying that the vessel itself is immortal, but the deity that is behind the vessel is immortal. And it's constantly creating new vessels to play these characters with. So the same deity that was behind Lana Turner is the same deity that is behind Beyonce. So now let's get into some more comparisons. Right here, you guys can see they have the same side profile. They have the same eyes, the same eyebrows, the same face structure. They even have the same chin. You know, they have a lot of similarities. You know, right here, they look exactly alike. You can really see that they have the same exact eyes. Their nose is extremely similar as well. So this one is not hard to see. You know, right here, I'm sure all of you guys can see the resemblance. I made some really good side-by-side comparisons so that everybody can see this one, because I think it's time that people realize what's going on, because not a lot of people are talking about how celebrities are constantly being recycled for thousands of years. This is the deepest topic, because it's one thing to see a character playing another character in today's time, but to find out that the base characters come from hundreds of years ago and even thousands of years ago, you know, that really shows you how long these entities have been deceiving us. So it's good that I'm shedding some light on this. That way people can detach from these celebrities, because they're named celebrity for a reason. You know, celebrity comes from the word celebrate. So they want us to celebrate them, and they want our attention. They feed off of our energy. So every time you love a celebrity or get sad over a celebrity, cry over a celebrity, you know, you're giving them your energy. That's why they love to fake their death and get all this sympathy from people. So just be mindful of what you're doing. You know, I'm not saying that you can't listen to their music or watch their movies. There's nothing wrong with that. But my main message with these videos is to bring awareness, because it's one thing to listen to music and not be aware of it. You know, all of that is going to enter your subconscious mind and it's going to attack you. But if you're aware of the deception, then nothing can get through your subconscious mind unless you allow it. So I just want you guys to understand that, because I'm not saying that you guys can't listen to their music or watch their movies, but just be mindful of what you're watching and know your limits as well, you know, because obviously indulging in their content too much will have an effect on your subconscious mind. So just be aware of what you're watching and you'll be fine. So every time I look at this picture of Lana Turner, I can't unsee the fact that she looks exactly like Beyonce right here. And it's really creepy, man, because she has the same smile as Beyonce, and they both have like this creepy smile to them. You know, they look really creepy, and you can tell that they're not regular humans. It's clearly an evil deity that's behind these characters. So here's some more comparisons where they have a striking resemblance. And another thing that I want to talk about, just because you guys see me making these videos, you know, exposing celebrities and how they're not real people and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that you can't pursue your dreams. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you can't be a rapper. That doesn't mean that you can't be a singer. You know, I'm not saying that you can't do any of that. Don't ever set any limits on yourself, because you can do anything you want in this reality. So don't let anybody stop you. All I'm doing is bringing awareness to the fact that celebrities are fake. But that doesn't mean that you can't be a big rapper in your city and make a living out of it. You know what I mean? Obviously, these mainstream platforms aren't going to allow real people. So if you do want to be a musician or a singer or anything, you know, just be aware that mainstream platforms are probably not going to support you, but don't let that stop you from pursuing your dreams. You know, I just really wanted to explain that because some people think that you can't grow a following or you can't be famous. You actually can. It's a little bit harder for us real people rather than celebrities, because celebrities are just scripted to be famous. You know, the mainstream platforms just constantly push them out. But if you're a real person, you can still be famous. So keep pursuing your dreams, you know, and this goes for any industry. If you want to be a painter, you can. You know, you guys can do anything that you want to in this world. So don't let nobody stop you. And I'm a good example of this because I started this channel with 0 subscribers. And the fact that I'm able to grow this big of a following goes to show you that real people can succeed and real people can make an impact in the world. So don't let these fake celebrities stop you. So I just wanted to give you guys that motivation because some people really need it. But anyways, back to the video. So I've been showing you guys a lot of comparisons. I'm sure all of you guys can see it by now. So here's a really interesting connection. I found these pictures where they were both wearing a military hat and they look extremely similar right here. It's really creepy comparing these characters because they're 100 years apart, and to see that they look this much alike is extremely creepy, and this should really wake up a lot of people. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but this one is extremely easy to see. You know, the only difference obviously is the style, because back then the style was completely different than it is now. But either way, you can still see the striking resemblance in the face. And I believe this is a picture of Beyonce, but I can't even tell because she looks so much like Lana Turner right here. Alright, so as you guys know, Beyonce is married to Jay-Z. Here's a picture of them together. And obviously, Beyonce is doing one-eye symbolism and symbolism with her hand. But also, notice that Beyonce is wearing blue and Jay-Z is wearing pink. And this is kind of symbolizing that they're inverts because pink, white, and blue are actually the colors for the T flag. So that's what they're symbolizing right here. So the connection here is that Jay-Z is also an immortal character. You know, this character on the left is a guy from New York, and this picture was taken in 1933, so basically 100 years ago, and he looks exactly like Jay-Z. So I explained this in my Jay-Z video. If you guys haven't seen it, the link will be in the description below. Jay-Z's younger character is Lil Durk, and their base character is this guy from 1933. So make sure you guys go check that out. And Durk actually admitted he's Jay-Z multiple times. He even has a song called My Beyonce. And obviously Jay-Z's married to Beyonce, so there's a lot of connections there. Make sure you guys go check it out. But anyways, the biggest connection that I found between Beyonce and Lana Turner is the fact that this article says Beyonce and Zendaya are going to team up for a new remake of the 1959 film Imitation of Life. And Imitation of Life is a movie from Lana Turner. As you guys can see, she was the main actress in this movie. So this is complete mockery, man. The fact that Beyonce is going to remake one of Lana Turner's movies, you know, that has to be the biggest connection ever. You know, they put it right in our face right there. Alright, so the next connection that I found was this photo shoot where Beyonce dressed up as Marilyn Monroe. So as you guys can see, it says Beyonce channels Marilyn Monroe in Out magazine. And in case you guys didn't know, Marilyn Monroe is Britney Spears. Me and Divine Sade made videos about this. The link to our videos will be in the description below. But it's very important that you guys understand that Marilyn Monroe is Britney Spears, because the connection here is Beyonce channeled Marilyn Monroe, right? And she's also close friends with Britney Spears. So this is a big connection that Britney is Marilyn Monroe. But this is also a connection that Beyonce is Lana Turner, because Beyonce channeled Marilyn Monroe, and Marilyn Monroe and Lana Turner were both actresses around the same time. So that's a big connection right there. And as you guys can see, Britney Spears and Beyonce have this song together. So this is a major connection. And right here, Beyonce looks a lot like Lana Turner, and she did a lot of symbolism in this photo shoot. As you guys can see, she's doing one-eye symbolism right here. And even in that first picture that I showed you guys, a lot of you guys probably didn't notice, but she was doing symbolism with her hand right there. Alright, so the next major connection is the fact that Tina Turner is Beyonce's mom. So Divine Sade made a really good video about this last year. The link will be in the description below. And this is a major connection because Tina Turner is the base character for Beyonce's mom, and her last name is Turner, right? So this is mockery because Beyonce's base character is Lana Turner. So Beyonce's base character is Lana Turner, and Beyonce's mom's base character is Tina Turner. So they both got the same last name. And now I just want to show you guys some scripting that I noticed with Lana Turner. So Lana Turner was born on February 8th, 1921. And when you write that out, February 8th is 2/8, right? And Lana equals 28 in Gematria. So her name connects with her birthday. And that goes to show that her entire career was scripted from the very beginning. You know, her character was created for the world stage. And that's why I tell you guys that they're not real humans. You can tell by the way that they script these things that they're simply just characters created for the world stage. Alright, so I noticed that Beyonce equals 33 in Gematria, and it matches up perfectly with Masonry. You know, they both equal 33 in the full reduction cipher. And this makes sense because Beyonce and Jay-Z are always doing symbolism. And even her fan base is called Beehive, and bees are a big reference to Masonry, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. But first I want to read this to you guys right here. So Beyonce's fan base is called Beehive, a play on the word beehive. Beyonce is the queen bee. Her followers are the bees who collectively belong to the hive. So basically, all of her followers are like her slaves, you know what I mean? And that's why they're even called followers, because they're just blindly following her. So beehives are a big reference to celebrities. If you think about it, the entire structure of how celebrities work is completely inspired from bees and beehives, because a celebrity has a bunch of followers, right? And the celebrity is the queen or the king bee, and all of the other bees are just their followers that belong to their hive. And it's the same way with bees and beehives. You know, there's a queen bee and they have a bunch of followers in the hive that work for them and stuff like that. And this is exactly the way celebrities operate, because their fans, their followers, work collectively to support the queen. So Beyonce is just telling us in plain sight where the idea of a celebrity even comes from. And I looked it up, and obviously it's connected to Freemasonry, because everything that they do is structured and everything that they create is influenced by creatures and stuff like that. So right here it says the early Masonic catechisms read, "A bee has in all ages and nations been the grand hieroglyphic of Masonry, because it excels all other living creatures in the contrivance and commodiousness of the habitation or comb." And it makes sense that they would idolize bees, because if bees went extinct, everybody would die. So that really shows how powerful bees actually are. Alright, so now let's get into some more symbolism with Beyonce. So this is her recent album cover, and she's riding on this horse. And this really reminded me of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So the 4 horsemen are war, conquest, famine, and death. So I think that's really what she's symbolizing right here. And it's kind of ironic that she drops this album in the middle of the diseases that are going around right now. So this is all very symbolic, because Beyonce hasn't dropped an album in years. So the fact that she comes back with this album cover at this time period really shows the symbology behind it. Alright, so some more symbolism is she has this famous picture, and obviously the main colors are pink and blue, and there's even some white right here behind her. And this is obviously symbolizing the T flag once again, because she is clearly an invert, just like every other celebrity. So I hope by now you guys can see that every single celebrity has an immortal character. They're all recycled from thousands of years ago, and me and Divine Sade have made multiple videos about this. So I'm going to show you guys some on the screen, and all of these videos are in a playlist that I will link in the description below, so that you guys can watch all of our immortal videos, because I feel like knowing that these characters are immortal really shows you how deep this actually goes, and it's really creepy. But anyways, I made this video 4 months ago about Eminem and his immortal character, and then Post Malone also has an immortal character as well, and Will Smith's base character is Sam Cooke. And then I made this James Brown is Kodak video, and this Doja Cat video. She also has an immortal character. Make sure you guys watch this video, by the way, because I really broke it down perfectly what these entities are and how they operate. So make sure you guys go check that out. And I also talked about Michael Jackson's immortal character as well in this video. And Divine Sade has one on Kylie Jenner, Queen Latifah, Ariana Grande, Louis Armstrong, and she also has a Doja Cat video as well. So all of these videos will be linked in the description below. I made a playlist with all of our immortal videos. So I recommend you guys share our immortal playlist because we really need to spread more awareness to the fact that all these celebrities have immortal characters. I feel like that would really wake up more people. And she even made this good video about Keri Hilson and how she is Nefertiti. And it reminded me of this picture of Beyonce because she's kind of paying homage to Nefertiti right here. And it says, "Refer to me as a goddess. I'm tired of being modest." Alright, so last thing I want to show you guys is these pictures of Beyonce because she looks extremely creepy, and hopefully most of you guys can see what I'm talking about. But every time I look at these pictures of her smiling, I can't help but notice how evil she looks. You know, she literally looks like a demon. And ever since I was a kid, she's always creeped me out. You know, she's always gave me this evil vibe every time I looked at her. Her smile does not seem genuine at all. It looks like this really evil smile. You know, when you really look at her, you can really see the sinister agenda behind this evil entity. So I hope you guys see what I'm saying with that. But yeah, you guys can really see that with a lot of characters. They look extremely evil when you really look at them closely. And her eyes look really evil as well. So let me know if you guys can see it too. But she always creeped me out, man. Like, she looks so evil right there. And right here, she's doing symbolism in plain sight. And she also has the black and white symbolism right here. And this picture of Lana Turner just reminds me of Beyonce so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested in exclusive content that isn't allowed on YouTube. Me and Divine Sade post videos on our Patreon, and we expose a lot of different things on there that aren't allowed on this platform. So if you guys are interested, the link is in the description below. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and make sure you guys watch Divine Sade's Beyonce video as well because she showed a lot more connections. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out.